Are you an artist that's tried every way you can think of to connect with your audience? Well, Jam Nation is a new tool created for fans and artists to connect like never before. Once someone proves they're a true fan by streaming your song a set number of times, they gain access to your artist space, where they can get first or exclusive access to things like tickets, merch, or whatever else you want to give them. Download the app today and claim your artist space. That's JAMM Nation. Supercharge your fan engagement today with Jam Nation.
Let's go.
Welcome, everyone, to Texas on Tap with Miss Helen and producer Kyle. Happy Independence Day weekend.
Hey,
Hope everyone
yeah.
had a big old celebration for the 4th of July yesterday.
Yeah, or tonight. I mean, I think we're gonna kind of extend our festivities through the weekend.
That's
What's
what
y'all's?
everybody's doing. Yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I
like
figured.
the celebrations started here like last weekend, with the extended and then rotating through to the next set of visitors, rotating through to, yes, going to extend it into the weekend and first part of next week as well. So it's cool. That's awesome.
Yep.
Good time, good summertime stuff, 4th of July, great memories and always fun family times for me. And of course, things kind of changed differently now, but yeah, it's been a fun time.
Sure. And it's always this time of year where music is rocking and rolling and everybody's pumping out the best of the best tunes.
Yes.
Why don't
I
you
guess
start?
I'll segue into the Kate Watson tune. So Kate Watson has a perfect new radio single out, especially for this extended 4th of July holiday celebration. It's called Red Blooded American. It's also on her streaming services. By the way, background vocals were provided by Darren Morris on this,
Oh,
but
cool.
it's such a passionate song. Her voice is so crisp and it's so clear, and the lyrics will really make you Independence Day proud or as we celebrate this holiday. But this is a song you can take into all the time to, be proud as a red-blooded American, because I'm a truck driving, hard playing, flag flying, hell raising child of the USA. I was born and raised to be gun toting, buckle wearing, mama loving. I mean, she covers everything in here. I drive a 4x4 and I open the door for everyone. And it's called Red Blooded American. So lots of passion there from Kate. And I think they have a lot of plans for this song as well. So that's out to your favorite Texas country radio station and it's on streaming. So definitely download that right now so you have it for your patriotic celebration music. Now we're going to open the tap room door for James Hollingsworth. This is Country Music in My Veins. Another good one from James Hollingsworth, Country Music in My Veins. And of course, we did preview his other radio release. It was called Up on My Brim. But this is a great anthem and a spirit for the traveling musician, as they put it in the verbiage for the song. But actually, interesting backstory on this. James has a friend. His name is Ronnie Reed. And he actually came up with the line country music in my veins, barroom singing or barroom change. And so they got to get, I mean, he got inspired by that line. And basically, once the song was written, they took it straight to Chad Malden and recorded it. And here it is. And I love his voice. He's kind of Wade Bowen-ish, Randy Rogers kind of thing going on.
Yeah, his voice is insane. That's what's my main takeaway there. He was singing his ass off. He's got so much soul, so much like power in his voice. It's unreal, honestly. Like it's one of those things you got to see live, I feel like, to get the full experience.
Absolutely. Yes. And Up on My Brim was a good song, but this one like really it tops that one. So I look for that to do great. It's out to Texas Country Radio. James Hollingsworth, get to know him.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, let's keep the tap room doors open. And this is somebody who's been hot on our radar lately, and he's got something mystical about him. Mr. Matt Mason just dropped a new single today. It's called "You're Gonna Kill Me." Straight up cowboy music. He's got this crazy thing of like, I was trying to think of who he reminds me of, and it's like a mix of Willie with some Coulter Wall, so like old school and new school, with like a
Mhm.
little twist of pop in there, just like the little catchiness element. But it's, man, it's so unique. Although I classified it just because that's what I feel like we all try to do with, that's how our brains work, right? But man, it's the way he tells a story with like the simplest of lyrics, but it's like a gut
Yes.
punch of a story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Very well written.
Yep. All right, and then moving on to wrap things up this week, our buddy Clay Melton, he dropped a new one last week actually to streaming, but I wanted to highlight it here. And this is for our rock and rollers out there. That's kind of why I wanted to put this one on blast this week, because we cover Texas music, and Clay is Texas true, but he, you know,
Hmm.
if you're craving some rock and roll, this is a song for you. It's called War Cry. It's balls to the wall. It's sweet guitar riffs. His voice is awesome, super catchy chorus. He says the song was written about kind of like the, you know, the struggles of being on the road. You're out there
Right.
and there's lots of discouraging stuff while there's lots of encouraging moments. And then you come back home from being on the road for a long time and struggling. And it's just kind of like, you know, this is why we do this. Like you could go
Yes.
do something else, but you're not going to get this feeling doing anything else. So we're another
Yes.
really cool one from Clay Melton.
Yes, it definitely, I had to turn that one up super loud. I got it downloaded in my collection. I like it because I love Clay. He's so talented, and good job on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's talk about our friends at More Than Music Creations. I don't know what you've been up to lately, but I've been stalking their website, looking at all the new cool stuff they're adding. They've got all these awesome collections from all the coolest artists in Texas country. They even have Texas Toast exclusive jewelry that you can purchase right on their website. So go check them out. Give them some love. We've been talking about them for a long time, and they're supporters of our podcast. So if you guys like what we're doing, head over to morethanmusiccreations.com and see what they're all about.
You definitely want to. They're all about all kind of good stuff. Have you ever wondered how artists like Treaty Oak Revival, Red Clay Strays, and Aaron Watson maintain the high quality and high demand for their merchandise? CH Lone Star Promo is the answer. Created in Texas to serve Texas artists, and they're currently offering 15% off on all merch orders from musicians. Visit chlonestarpromo.com to get started and tell them Texas Toast sent you.
I was reading the other day that it takes at least $1 million to break an artist. That's a ton of change, and it can feel overwhelming. But with social media leveling the playing field, you just need an effective strategy to release your music. Check out Release Rocket to ensure your single does not die after release day. You've already put time, effort, and tons of money into writing and recording your album. Let the guys at Release Rocket keep your new release alive.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick look at what's popping and topping on the Texas charts. Texas country music chart. Reckless Kelly had a huge debut at 60. We talked about this song last week. Keep looking down the road. John Stork is at 67, previewing and debuting this week in the top 100 with Anywhere. Shane Smith and the Saints. Did I mention Wheels? I don't know if I had mentioned that, but they had a good week, and Mojo Brothers as well. And number one again this week on the Texas country music chart is Flatland Cavalry with Don't Have to Do This Like That. I do want to mention a big move on this chart was Cody Jinks from 10 to 6 with Change the Game. And looking at CD Extraction, Texas Flatland again is at number one on that chart. And since we're recording a little early because of holiday, I don't have the current Texas Regional Radio report. So sorry about that.
Well, on that note, hopefully we see a little jump from next week's guest, Mr. Chuck Weimer, who I believe you said was sitting at number 10 as of last week.
Oh no, I think he was at 6.
Oh, he's at 6. Wow. Okay, cool.
He was
Well,
at
so
6 last week. Yeah, so he's
yeah.
moving on up. I
So
think he went from like 9 to 6, and it's just going up. And he's
wow.
already got it. Like he said, we talk about it. He's got a radio single ready, but promotion said, no, hang on to it. We're still not done with this yet. It's still doing its thing.
Yeah. Pretty sweet. That was a good conversation. Nice to get to know Chuck Weimer. And then
Yes.
if you haven't tuned into last week's episode with Chad Malden, so much good information about recording and how to pick the right studio and learning about his studio as well. So if you're, you know, new and you're getting ready to go record some tunes, he might be a great choice for you. So go check that one out. Stacked list. We're booked up 2 months out from now, I think, with guests. So that's exciting. That's always exciting for us. You know, whenever I start falling behind or getting lackadaisical with the schedule, then it gets a little crazy. But we're full up, which is good for us and good for you guys because that means we have awesome interviews coming up down the pipe. So stay
Yes.
tuned, stay excited,
Lots of
and
good stuff going on.
definitely, yeah. And I was gonna mention this weekend, if anybody's in Fort Worth, I will be playing in the Stockyards on Saturday on the stage
Oh,
outside of the Coliseum. So right there off.
super.
I
Awesome.
I can't remember what that road's called, but like down that, you know where the Coliseum is, like opposite of Billy Bob's. There's that little stage
Yes.
outside right off the street, and I'll be playing there on Saturday evening. So come say what's up and throw a buck in the tip jar or whatever, or heckle me or whatever whatever you got to do.
Let's see, that's going to be Saturday.
Yeah, that's Saturday night.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, everybody check that out. I'm
Yeah.
just going to be here celebrating 4th of July with some great guests and great Texas country fans, running into more Texas country fans every day when we have the guests coming in from all over this great state of Texas. And it's been fun. And I'm going to kind of hold back who it is, but there's a production manager for one of our awesome Texas artists. Their family's staying here.
Oh, cool.
And we sat for 3 hours and talked Texas industry yesterday. And
Wow.
yeah, that's something I'm just going to kind of keep close to my chest. But it's just so cool how our industry is growing, and so
Mm,
many people like behind the scenes, like in the industry, recognize it and like are starting to pick up on those names, like that's here on the podcast and the ones
right.
that we are hearing on the radio. So anyway, yeah, super duper cool stuff. And then again, I've got to watch the tropics.
Yeah, definitely. I've been seeing some scary stuff. I'm thinking about you, and
Yeah,
unfortunately, or I guess shamelessly, looking forward to maybe some cooler weather being not right on the coast. But God, I'm a little worried about you guys.
I know. Well, we talk this big talk, and I can tell you this probably won't happen because we just can't be that far from home that long. But this is the plan. Okay, this is Cameron. We're gonna drive to Austin, and we're gonna get a flight to Las Vegas.
There
We
you
have
go.
to evacuate.
That sounds fun.
We won't do it because we know we have to be home. We can't just.
Yeah, you got to manage
But
everything.
who knows? I don't know. I love the spontaneous stuff, but when you're
Man,
responsible for people and responsible for things and property, then maybe
I,
not so much. I
I
don't
think
know.
you guys need that.
I'm just putting it out there. I need it bad, Kyle. Kyle
Yeah.
knows. I need a break so bad.
I'll come down there and keep an eye on the property for you guys for a couple days while you go over to
I
Vegas.
was telling the cleaning service was in next door today, and my poor girl, I was in there. I'm like, I'm just gonna run away. I'm just gonna run away.
Mm.
But I'm tough like that. I'll get my second wind and I'm good. But anyway, so yeah, fun times. It's the hardest summertime, and 4th of July is, one of our favorite holidays and such good family fun. So keep it fun and keep it safe. And I know I talk about this a lot, and we had not one, not two, but three life flights land last Sunday because we
Oh
had the
man.
helipad like right here where when they bring victims from the beach, and near drowning of 8 feet current.
Oh man. That's
So
crazy.
yeah, if you're gonna go in the water, it's like wear a life jacket. Wear a
Yeah.
life jacket, especially in the Gulf of Mexico. It's not nice, and the rips are going to be bad this weekend along the Texas coast. So just putting it out there. I know I preach it all the time, but it's like it's one thing if there's a tornado coming, you're getting a tornado warning. Like hurricane, we can watch the tracking. Rip current, you can't see it. And next thing you know, you or a loved one's in trouble. And that's what happened. It was like one person got taken out, and then like mom, dad, girlfriend went out to rescue. A
Mm.
kayaker went out. He dumped over the kayak. Second kayak went out, dumped over. It was one of those situations. Thank God everyone's going to be okay.
Oh man. Yeah,
But
that's
yeah, they landed three leave and then turned that one around.
sorry, you just froze. Let me make an edit to edit that.
That's okay. I think we were done with that
Pause.
subject, right?
Edit.
Did I wrap it up?
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. There's like I understand not wanting to wear a life jacket because it's like dorky or whatever, but like if you're gonna be in the
Mhm.
ocean, you gotta take some sort of precaution. I totally agree. Especially
Well,
when there's that much
yeah,
stuff happening.
yeah, there's going to be rip currents all along all of our coast, not just mine here, all along our coast, coming into this weekend. And like we were talking about, everyone's like loves to go to the beach to celebrate 4th of July and do
Right.
fireworks and all that good stuff. And I think what we've done here is a really awesome thing. I've talked about it before. Setup of life jackets that can be taken and used and returned at the beach entrance. And then we also have them at the harbor. Anyway, other than that, have a great 4th of July.
Yeah,
Some fireworks
absolutely.
and be
I'm sure
safe
it'll be
with them.
fun. Or don't if you're in an area where you're not supposed to.
That's exactly right. Go
Oh
to a
man.
show, go to a public celebration.
Yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff going on this weekend. So check your local venues, or like if you've got friends who are into the scene, give them a shout and ask them who they should go see or who you should go see this weekend. And also another thing that we mentioned last week, but now if you're listening to this, you heard right at the top of the episode, our new friends and sponsors, Jam Nation, they're finally
Yes.
live. So go check out Jam Nation. You can download the app on the App Store on whatever device you're using. And the way that it works essentially is you just link your streaming service. So whether you listen on Spotify or Apple Music, you sync it up to the app. And then whenever you listen to music, it populates in Jam Nation. So it shows you how many streams you're getting, and then it starts to rank you on that artist. So say you're the biggest Cody Johnson fan in the world, right? And you listen to Cody Johnson all the time. You'll show up on rankings on the Cody Johnson page. And once you stream him enough times, you get access to behind his wall, which is called his artist space. And it's totally customized by him. It's awesome. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. So like I can even have my own artist space where I can put things on there that you can't get anywhere else, or, you know, fans can communicate with me through there. And it's really, really awesome. So go check that out if you're if you're a big music fan, if you want to show off how big of a music fan you are, but also if you are interested in, getting in touch with artists that you love, or staying in contact with them, or getting access to things that you wouldn't have access to otherwise. It's really, really cool.
And they have a very detailed website that explains everything that Kyle's, putting into perspective here. Like their website's very detailed.
Yeah.
So yeah,
definitely.
download the app. It's cool. I'm excited about it.
Definitely go check that out. What else was I going to say? Oh, another exciting news. You can now watch our videos on Spotify. So if you're listening on Spotify, you're also watching now. So thank you for that. But if you're not a fan of YouTube, or you like to use your streaming service to listen to podcasts, the video is now on Spotify. So that's pretty cool and exciting.
Super cool. Yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right. Well, we did it. I know it's been crazy over there for you. So thanks for making some time for me. And I hope that you guys get to relax a little bit.
Always time for this little chunk of my world that I absolutely adore.
Yeah.
All okay. Right. Happy 4th, everyone. Weekend, extended weekend, and be safe and cheers.
Happy 4th. Cheers.